This is chasing a dream. What dream are you chasing, Richard?
To become a Formula 2 champion.
The best way to say it is just I'm a normal kid, really. I guess everyone watching on TV sees us a bit like just a racing driver and a celebrity or whatever. Apart from that, we're just like normal kids who have a dream and we're chasing the dream, literally. So yeah, I'd say I'm quite a kind guy, happy when things are going well at least.
Go in the back,
Ladies first. Apart from that, I just like hanging out with my family, I like hanging out with my friends, and I have the objective to make Formula 1, and that's what I'm focusing on in my life right now.
I think as a driver, you always want to be active on a very high level. I think F2 has been showing that they are one of the highest levels that you can drive in terms of championship. Many drivers have gone to F1, coming from F2. And also, I think commercially, for my partners that I have, F2 is the most interesting championship to be part of. And then besides all of that, you know, I've had some difficult years where I really haven't been able to show my performance. And I never expected to be in F2 for so long. I've always said that I don't want to be in F2 for so long because it's a junior category and, you know, once you've done a few years, you have to move on. But to be really honest, I was able to find a lot of nice partners for Formula 2, and I didn't have any specific offers for any other category at the moment because I wasn't able to show what I can do. So then I got a call from MP Motorsport and I took it with both hands.
I really love sport in general. So when I was younger, I played other sports. I loved football as well. So when I was like in school and before I knew I wanted to be a racing driver, I was not sure if I wanted to be a footballer or a racing driver. But then when I was about 11 or 12, I started karting a little bit more seriously. And that's when I really loved the competition, the adrenaline, the cars got faster. And that's when I realized it's what I love and what I want to do. And I'm happy I chose this direction because it turns out I'm not too bad at it.
I'm very excited coming into this weekend. I think I felt good the whole year, but I think obviously probably because of the obvious thing that's happening this weekend, I feel a little bit better. Very, very happy to come back after a break still as a championship leader. You know, it's safe to say that in Barcelona with the grid penalties, the fact that we came away with a podium and still leading, for me was, I couldn't have expected better. So yeah, feeling very good, very happy, and excited to get going this weekend.
Let's see what he can do through the final corner, clips that curb and hooks him round and on to the start-finish straight he goes, and P1 to the top of the times for Alex Dunne, and that is more like it from our championship leader.
It's important to be there, absolutely, when the track is at the best, because the margins of victory and defeat at this venue are so small. Granted, of course, permission for a super license before his 18th birthday recently. Arvid Lindblad was karting 3 years ago and demonstrates just how fast they move up the ranks in order to be prepared at the correct age for Formula 1.
Fastest though, Alex Dunne ahead of jumping in to the F1 car for the first time for McLaren in FP1.
It's going to be a busy old day, isn't it, for Dunne? All of that experience really starting to play out for Richard Verschoor. 5 years into the championship, and he's just got that momentum behind him now.
Over the years, F2 drivers, even in karting, drivers have become younger. So I do understand if they see I'm 24 compare, for example, Arvid now, he's 17, you know. It's one of the young talents coming up the ranks. So I do understand that, of course, I'm older, but in the end, you always still have to perform. And they have no idea how much work goes in behind the scenes, you know, to be able to be here and to manage 30 partners by yourself, to be able to race at the highest level. I mean, it's something beautiful, and I'm very proud of it.
You know, he can bring a lot of his experience to the team. I can learn a lot from him, from his data. He knows how to be quick in the races. He knows how to be quick in qualifying. For me, it's been like nothing's going my way. So falling just outside the top 10 in qualifying, usually that's the main problem that brings you bad luck when you're not qualifying towards the front, because then you have to make a risk with the strategy or whatever, and even if the pace is really good, things just don't go your way. So the goal really is to improve qualifying which is slightly where I've been missing out on. And then I know I have the potential to get some really strong results. I know I can do it, so hopefully it starts this weekend.
One of the most demanding circuits with its elevation changes. We are going to see one of the closest qualifying sessions on the Formula 2 calendar.
So tough, isn't it? Jumping between the two cars. You've got to jump in and deliver on flying lap 1 in qualifying. Quite the challenge.
Will it be a second pole position of the year? It will. For now, Victor Martins 1:15.243.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Outside front lockup turns into a bit of a moment through the exit. This is not the best lap up till now for Richard Verschoor.
Crucial improvements coming in from the likes of Alex Dunne, Jack Crawford as well as Richard Verschoor is off.
And did that hold up Mini? Or Leonardo Fornaroli, best first sector, best second sector. He was fastest in the first flurry of laps, and this looks very, very strong for the Invicta driver.
Alex Dunne has gone to P6. That's a crucial improvement from the Irishman. John Bennett is into the top 10. Will it be a second pole position for the Italian? Up to the line he goes. Yes, it will.
Easy. No bad. Thanks for the last corner. Sorry. The car was mega, guys. Thank you.
Mate, great work. Well done. Thank you. No worries.
I felt very good with the car since lap 1. I struggled a bit in the last lap. I did a couple of mistakes. I thought they were costing quite a lot.
It was a good session overall. Definitely not satisfied, but on the other hand, you know, you have to look at the big picture. And I think we had a great qualifying. 200s from pole. It's not a lot. So I also knew where to find it. I'm sure the other guys as well. But it gives us a good position for both races. So that's very good. I do realize that it's a dangerous sport. It's not something you think about when you drive, but you know, as a person, you're living and enjoying, and you know, it's also not good to think about it too often. I never thought about you know, the danger of it until one of my friends passed away, Dilano. Then actually it was here when I won the race in 23. Then it has just happened in Spa, and actually since then I was more aware, you know, that it can happen on the racetrack. It doesn't happen often, but once you have the wrong accident, you know, it can happen.
I think it's a good track for me. It's a track I was quick at last year in Formula 3. It's a track that the team were quick last year. So I feel like, you know, if we work well together and we do a good job, we can definitely be on for a good result. And it would be a good place for me to get on the podium, to get on the top step, to at least get some good points, because it's a Red Bull ring. You know, having your livery, the Red Bull livery at the front of the grid, fighting for the podium positions would be really nice for me, and I think would be very helpful as well.
And Joshua Dirksen goes straight through into the lead. It's been a poor start for John Bennett, who's been swallowed up by the pack. Going through to second place is Roman Stanek.
It's Verschoor versus the championship leader Dunne. And was there a little bit of contact on the apex of turn 4?
As they climb turn 3, behind that it's Fornaroli and contact, car on its roof. Big incident, Arvid Lindblad, and that is one of the Trident cars who has gone over and a red flag straight away.
We'll chalk another one up for the halo, guys.
Into the braking zone, and Pepe Marti lunges down the inside of Joshua Dirksen. 3 of them, nose to tail, down to turn 4. Who's going to emerge in the lead? Pepe Marti trying to hold off Joshua Dirksen, who goes down the outside, and Pepe Marti looks like he's just held on to the lead. Oh, and no, he spun the car. Amaury Cordial, I do not believe it, has spun. Oh, and going straight into him was Gabriele Mini, and we have a pile-up down at turn 3. It'll be a Red Bull Junior winning at the Red Bull Ring, and it's Pepe Marti who comes across the line to win for the second time this season.
Obviously racing here as a Red Bull driver, you know, at the Red Bull Ring, home of Red Bull, and just the brand in general, obviously it's generally a great feeling just driving here. It was a nice fight, and yeah, quite happy.
Really cool, really entertaining race, lots of overtaking, defending with Roman and Pepe. I tried my best. I went good pace, but still not enough for P1. Maybe it was a bit too quick for us. But really fun, to be honest. First time I see 5 cars in T3, and then at the end of the race I see another 5 cars. It's crazy. It's crazy what they do there.
Red Bull Ring always provides drama. Grand Prix Sunday, this is where full points are up for grabs. We have just one solitary point between the top 2 in the championship. It's set up very nicely. We are go for the feature race. Great launch for the pink Alpine Academy car of Gabriele Mini for the second row, and he's going to go straight down the inside of Victor Martins. A bit of contact there, possibly for the papaya of Alex Dunne.
Who charges Verschoor on the outside, Fornaroli on the inside as they battle for the lead on this first lap of the Formula 2 feature race. Surely Fornaroli's going to snatch the inside and snatch the position. It looked like he does.
This is the fight for the lead of the race on lap 15 at the Red Bull Ring. Let's jump on board with Richard Verschoor down to turn 4.
6th and 7th for now, but it will become the lead. Brave stuff from Verschoor.
Here we go. Alex Dunne sends it into turn 4. There's almost contact between the pair, and Victor Martins almost off into the gravel, but Alex Dunne gets his elbows out.
He moved in the last minute.
Goethe, who's found himself in the gravel up at turn 3.
Now front, it will be a return to the top step of the podium at the Red Bull Ring for Richard Verschoor, who will take the lead of the championship.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much. Then in front of all the orange people. So good. Thank you, guys.
Once again, I have to say the team just gave me a good car. Alex gave me a hard time today. It was a full push towards the end. But yeah, good strategy, good start, good pace, all we needed.
He's just a very talented guy, and I think he absolutely deserves to be where he is at the minute. You know, I think in the last couple of years in F2, he's maybe not quite got the opportunity to show why he's continued in F2. And this year he's gotten the opportunity and he's making good use of it, which is nice to see. So, yeah, I think weekend in, weekend out, he's always there. And I know that I always have to be on top of my game, because if I make some small little mistake, then he's going to make the best of it.
My dream that I'm chasing is to be a Formula 2 champion, and even if the chance is 1% that I will be in F1, I will take it. I also feel that, you know, I can be at the level of some of the F1 drivers, so it's definitely a dream I would not quickly give up on. I'm still living every day, you know, in the hope that it will happen someday, even if it's a test, you know, to be able to show myself. But if it doesn't happen and I can still be the Formula 2 champion, then I think I can still be very proud. And then I'm sure something else will come up and yeah, make a nice story there.